Hello everyone, welcome back. Thought today I'd do something slightly different from a hunt. It's more of a recap really on stuff that I've not shown you guys. As you probably know, I do £5 coin reviews every so often when the new stuff comes out. There's been a bit of a flurry over the last couple of months, so I want to just go through very quickly a handful that one or two I've shown you, the rest I haven't, and one of them is brand spanking new. There's also some extras just off camera that I've managed to get hold of from eBay that are new additions or additional to my current collection. And one thing I'm going to show near the end, I've got a dilemma. I've got something that I don't know what to do with it. Now I'm going to leave it at that. At the moment, there's not many around, and I'm not going to say anything else. I'll leave that to you to decide when I ask silly questions at the end. So over the last couple of months, 3 months or so, we've had a range of £5 coins. Now the Iron Maiden one came out a couple of months ago. I did do a review on that, as well as the coloured silver version. Very nice coin band I've seen several times over the years, mainly back in the 80s. That's a nice little coin, a lot of Easter eggs in the design. The next one was, I was going to do a video on it, but there's nothing special, to be honest, actually in there. It's as it says, the coat of arms of King Charles III. It's just a coin with the coat of arms on the reverse itself, dated 2025. The next one was the 75th birthday of the Princess Royal, so that's Princess Anne. I think they've done her a dirty, to be honest. That picture on that coin looks nothing like her in my eyes. But hey ho, it's been approved, royally approved, and I suspect she's approved it as well at some stage in the design. So that's for them. But to me, that looks nothing like her. And you've got the Order of the Garter there by the looks of things in the design. But again, there's nothing special there. We all know Princess Anne, the Princess Royal. She's been doing her thing for many years. Not really much more to say. I mean, I'm showing you the back just so you can have a quick read if you want to pause the video. But yeah, happy birthday to Princess Anne from the other month. Then we had the first of 5. It's the Portraits of a Queen. It's the first effigy. So this one I did do a video of the other week. It's a really nice design. I do like this one. They're all going to be pretty much the same. So all the profiles of the Queen we've seen on the coins over the years, so there should be 5 different ones. They're all going to be shown on this reverse. Each one with its own little write up on the inside. Yeah, there you go. Confirms Mary Gillick. So that's that one. Now the latest one to come out is a 2026, the lunar year of the horse. So it's about this time of year every year since I think 2019. The Royal Mint have been issuing £5 coins for the Chinese New Year. So that's actually in February, so it's still a few months away yet. But they always bring these out, and they generally come out in this sort of packaging rather than a little envelope type like that, because you've got a large red envelope with it. So that's usually I think red's supposed to be a sign of good luck as well, and you're supposed to give money in the envelopes. So I think the idea here is you put this pack inside the envelope, you're giving somebody a coin. That's the good luck for the year. Now I haven't actually opened this and seen what's inside, so bear with me. I'll just go off camera for a sec. I'll open it up, we'll have a closer look. Here we go, out of the packaging. First proper look at the coin, nice close up. They always do nice coins, the Royal Mint, when it comes to the new Chinese New Year stuff. It's really nice. It gets the point over perfectly. So on the inside you've got the usual profile of the king. There's a little bit there about the horse in the Chinese culture. And then if I hold that there, if you want to have a proper read, pause it and then move on. Next bit is celebrating the Spring Festival, commonly referred to as Chunji in China. Probably butchered that like I do with most other languages, so apologies. And then there's a little bit about the Lantern Festival itself, celebrated on the 15th day of the first month of the lunar calendar, which I believe, like I say, is February for each year. And then there's a little bit there about the Year of the Horse. The Year of the Horse is regarded as a period characterized by power, virality, and a pioneering spirit. On the back, a little bit more about the overall collection and the stats for the coin itself. So usual specs: 28.28 grams, 38.61 mil across, Martin Jennings for the king, and the reverse design in this case for the horse, William Webb. It's a name I've come across before, but I can't quite place where. So there you go. That is the latest one from the Royal Mint for the Chinese New Year. Now, moving on to the other goodies that I managed to get from eBay. Some pretty good purchases, fair prices. Another £5 coin. Now, there's been a lot of these £5 coins issued over the years, and I'm probably down to having no more than about a dozen or so missing from the entire run. So this was one of the ones I didn't have. Unfortunately, it's got a bit of a crease in the cover, but that is literally just the box, because the coin itself comes out, et voila. So there's the Queen as we more recently recognise her. Proper little fold out book. Some details there of the speech from the coronation. Usual things that you get on the inside of £5 coins. A bit about the person, the designer, that sort of thing. A modern Queen, again, that's a pose and an outfit that we all recognise her for, as is that one. She did like the horses. And then there's a little bit about the designer on the reverse, and then usually you get the specs, but the specs for the coin are on the back of the box. So obviously, being 2018, that was back in the days of Jodie Clark, and the reverse was by Stephen Taylor. So very nice. Like I say, this is just one to add to my outstanding £5 coins in my main collection. Another one I managed to get hold of was a 50p, but this time it's the Battle of Hastings one, the original one from 2016, not the reissue from 2019. So again, you've got the little fold out box, got the coin. So I finally got myself a proper BU one. I think I've got a BU one already, but in the blue card that you get from Westminster Collection. And then you've got a little bit about 1066. So these are the sort of things, unless you get the actual pack, you don't ever tend to see the info that comes with the coin. You just get the blue card and that's your lot. And then there's a bit about the legacy of 1066. Designer, John Bergdahl, name we've recognised from seeing many times over the years. Harold of Wessex. Nothing on the reverse. Again, details are on the back of the actual card cover. So I was happy enough with those two, but then I also noticed the same seller was selling a Beatrix Potter, and I thought, oh hello, little card ring to go around the box. Question is, what one is it? Peter Rabbit. Look at that beauty. This is the silver proof, and I picked this one up for below normal going rate. Not by much, but enough. Lovely little coin, this one. So you've got in the box, you've got the card that tells you a bit about Peter Rabbit, all the shenanigans, a little bit from the book. Maybe there's a bit of text there from the tale of Mr. Todd, as they've written there, not Mr. Toad. So that was I think it was a known typo at the time. And then you got the actual card, Peter Rabbit 2019 UK 50p silver proof. This one's number 13,243. They've done their usual trick of silverish writing on a light background. Maximum coinage mintage 35,000, limited presentation 30. I believe it was slightly less than that again for this particular coin. Not by much, only by a few hundred, but rounding it up, let's call it 30,000. So I'm more than happy to have one now that is for 13,243. So that one, when I pull my finger out and finally get round to doing a proper little display shelf, will be sat there alongside the Iron Maiden one I've got, the Star Wars 50p's, and a few other silver bits and bobs. So that, I was well chuffed with that, I must admit. When I finally got that one, I thought, yes, happy days. Now, one thing I have also received, and I was given this as a late birthday present by a mate of mine. He runs a shop in North Bristol, I'm in South Bristol. My birthday was several months ago and he forgot, so he apologised and he says, I was doing my bank run and I came across this in the money that I picked up from the bank to put into the till and have as a float. He said, happy birthday, not realising what he was giving me. Do you see what I see? 25 bees. A whole bag of them. Now, I saw that, I was going to buy the guy a beer or three. My dilemma is, I want to put one of these into my collection. I maybe make one or two of them available to you guys at some point as well, part of a giveaway, that sort of thing. But I don't want to open the bag. It's more collectible at the moment in a bag than it is being taken out, put into a capsule or into a folder or into anything else. Question to you guys, what do you reckon I should do? Sit on the bag and hope that I come across one of these in the wild and then I can use that for my collection, or sit on this little lot for a few months, if no joy then open it, or just open it and go from there? What do you reckon I should do? I want to sit on it and wait for one to come round in the wild, but I'm not convinced I'm going to see one in the very near future. I was gobsmacked when I saw this little lot. I still am gobsmacked, to be honest. I'm at a loss. I just don't know what to do next. I've never been in this position before. You know, I've been lucky when the 50p's came out. I managed to get hold of 1 or 2 of those, the salmons. I've got a couple of 2023s of these, but to get 2025s, that's a new one on me. So I'm going to leave that decision down to you guys. What do you reckon I should do? Open it, put one into my set, and keep them safe for the time being for a future giveaway? Sit on the bag and hope I come across one in the wild, or sit on it and hope that the Royal Mint decide they're going to release a load more, making this not such a valuable bundle, and then rip them open at that point. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, I'm stuck. Anyway, enough from me. That was more of a recap from the other coins, and to say I've managed to snag a bag of the £1 coins. That's it. I'm done. I still can't get over this little lot, to be honest. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm going to shut up now. Hopefully you enjoyed this this recap of a video. If you did, please consider a like, leave a comment. Any of the coins that you've seen, or any that you've not seen that I may have that you'd like to see a review of, perhaps, if I've got them, let me know. But until the next time, folks, stay safe, and I'll see you then. Cheers all.